Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be talking about are freeform dreadlocks immature? Now obviously I don't think they're immature, but I posed this question in video form because it's something I probably like the past couple of weeks or so I've been kind of like thinking about, um, and I asked that because I noticed for one I guess it would be the type of people that I generally see label their hair freeform locks, whether it's like truly freeform locks or not. But that's what it's a label that a lot of people. And I notice, like, if you look on YouTube, right, and search it, and it's going to be a lot of young, a lot of young cats that that pop up, and they pretty much running the game right now. Um, Also, that, and I notice when people, regardless of the age, this usually happens for, I would say, middle 20s, early 30s, or whatever on up. Um, I noticed that when they choose to cut their hair, um, it usually seems for them it's like it's actually it feels like they're growing up, so to speak. Like, meaning that when they cut their freeform locks, it's like it's not them actually growing the freeform locks is not what they use as a barometer for their maturity or whatever. It's usually, okay, I'm getting a haircut, and they're usually doing it to step into something, whether it be a new career, just a new phase of themselves. And that's when it seems like that's when they seemingly grow up, or you know what I mean. That makes me wonder, like, is it like for young people, you know um, uh, is it something that it's mostly just a phase for a lot of people, and once they actually mature, then that's when they let go of the freeform locks. Now I know that you got people in their 50s, 60s, even on up 40s, whatever, that have dreadlocks like this, and they have them to their legs and stuff. So I mean, I'm excluding those people because obviously, it's a different thing for them. I'm talking about for the people who it's like not like a part of them. It's not a way of life for them. And that's why I never encourage people to keep their hair, because I know for a lot of people, like, this is just a phase for them. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm not saying it in, like, because that's just what it is sometimes. That's why I made a video a couple of years ago, and that you shouldn't tie your hair to spirituality and stuff like that. And I think some people understood what I was saying, but you had people who obviously that's just what it is. They're gonna see it differently. But it was more of me just saying that, like, listen, people, a lot of these people, and I peeped this a few years ago. Like, it's just a lot of young people that's doing this, especially nowadays. So, and especially on the YouTube and social media scene. So you're gonna have people who are just doing this, and that's just the phase that they're going through right now, man. And you're gonna go 4 or 5 years in, and like you're gonna be a whole different person. So you can't. That's why I say you can't really tie spirituality or whatever else into it. You can't put your whole personality into dreadlocks, because you're gonna change. You're not gonna feel the way from you. You're not gonna feel the same from year to year. So and I noticed when people stepping into new jobs and stuff, like, they obviously people are fearful of not getting certain jobs, not obtaining certain careers, and I understand that hair plays a part in that. Um, so that's why I'm wondering, like, is it immature? Is it an immature type of dreadlocks to have? Some people may view dreadlocks in general. I've seen, it's kind of rare, but I've seen people, no matter if you even got twisted dreadlocks, sometimes people view that as immature. It's not professional, as we've all seen. So, but specifically with these types of dreadlocks, or dreadlocks somewhere in the ballpark of these, um, or what people label as freeform locks today, I wonder, is it like now? Is it an immature thing? People, when they're ready to step into new jobs, new careers and stuff, and they don't outright say it, but a lot of times it's just what it is, especially if you're on social media. Like, a lot of people don't be wanting to outright say it because you're gonna lose a part of your audience, and so they think, some people still gonna rock with you regardless, whether you got a haircut, flat top, bald head, whatever. But I think a lot of people feel like if I say this, then I'm going to lose a chunk of my audience. And I mean, you just gotta. I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak on that. Can't really tell people how to feel. But you know, I do think that people go through the phase of having these types of dreadlocks, and I think at some point they feel like it's kind of immature, or it's a version of themselves that they feel like they need to get away or grow from, grow out of. Listen, we all got things that we do. Like, it's just things that we do that once we get older, um, we just don't, it doesn't resonate with us the same anymore. So, um, I think that's what's happening with a lot of people with freeform locks, where they just want to go in a different direction, or they're going in a different direction in life, and they view the types of dreadlocks they may have, and if they have freeform dreadlocks, they view it as immature. I'm not. I don't want to speak for them, but watching people over the years, not just on YouTube, like a lot of places, a lot of social media platforms, and just a common thing that I see is that when people want to step into a different version of themselves, when they feel like they need to grow, it's time to get rid of the freeform locks. You know what I mean? And I think that, and I also, another reason, I think, because again, let's go back to the age factor. A lot of people do start these types of dreadlocks when they're young, um, for various different reasons. I've made videos on all of those reasons. Sometimes people just want to be rebellious. That's why I say another thing. I said you cannot just simply grow these types of dreadlocks because you want to be rebellious, because it's going to work for you for a little bit, but then you're not going to feel as passionate about being rebellious about that thing anymore. So then you have these dreadlocks and you're like, I don't feel like that no more. So again, it just has to be in you. But a lot of people start these types of dreadlocks when they're younger, and as you're growing up, again, you're starting to find different job or career opportunities, and or stepping, or you're in certain spaces. Another thing that I notice, people, they want to break into certain spaces, certain industries, and um, these types of dreadlocks just don't do it a lot of times. And so people are growing up, and people are just finding different aspects of themselves, so they may feel like this isn't it anymore. So, which all of these things I've been thinking about, so I posed a question to you guys. I know a lot of people, most people watch this video, or watch my channel, period. They're usually people who somewhat agree with my perspective. But if anybody comes across this video and you never seen my channel before, or you just happen to see my dreadlocks and you're like, oh, his dreadlocks look ugly, or they look interesting, and you come across this and you actually watch this video, do you think that freeform locks are immature? Honest question. So that's basically, that's my spiel for this video. I definitely want to know people's thoughts on this. And as usual, thanks for watching the channel.